Hiya folks, welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This is with the Sky Island mod and Eternal Winter and Eternal Day and all the things we talked about in the first episode that are going to make things difficult and are making things difficult because we're comfortable right now because we're in a car with a heater. But if we check the large storage battery at the bottom, hang on here, that's just about to run out. The heater's going to use up the last of that in 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. So yeah, we're going to stop driving. We're just going to leave this here. My mistake. I tried to stop driving without stopping the car first. There we go, that's better. And what we also want to turn off the space heater and then stop driving. And what's going on there? So yeah, that's already used up like a quarter of the charge that we had back just to drive forward and back. So that was really good timing that it brought us to this exit point. This is where we leave. And I said at the end of the last episode, let's just close the door behind us. There's still hot air in there, so maybe it'll stay warm for a while. Yeah, I said at the last episode I didn't know whether we were going to leave or not, but I think because we've managed to heat up, the car has allowed us to heat up a bit, so I think we'll be able to stay a bit longer. Ideally we would find like a house to loot with, because it'll have clothes in there, it'll have blankets and stuff, like if we don't have enough warm clothes we can just wander around with a blanket wrapped around us. It would be very encumbering and would cause a lot of problems for us if we had to fight anything, but we could do it. Let's see, is there anything we want to keep on us? I don't think so. Let's just drop all this stuff. I'll keep the matchbook and we'll drop everything else except our stick. Oh yeah, we don't want to drop our weapon. Then let's have a look what's in here. Okay, so it's an empty toolbox. That cardboard box, which I'm less and less convinced we actually need, and a fire extinguisher. Maybe we could take a fire extinguisher, but yeah, we'll see. So I think we want to go north-ish. We don't want to try and run through this basin because that's where that thorn bear was that we saw. So let's just go straight north and see what happens. Oh, okay. Urban city block. There's a house. That could be useful. I mean, I don't think we can see that far yet on the on like our actual ground level vision. So let's just kind of go in this direction. Zombie hostile, can't see us yet. We've got an okay perception, so we can see a bit further than the zombies. In fact, we've got quite good perception. How far away is that? 57. I think they can see like 40 or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. We can see them before they can see us, which is the important part. Yeah, so I would quite like to get to like, a clothing store. Yeah, okay. New plan. I was gonna say I would quite like to get to this set of stairs so we could just climb up it, and we'd be able to see this like entire city from up there. Maybe we'll still do that, but I would quite like to get to that clothing store. If we can get a clothing store, hopefully, like some of the clothing stores, generally clothing stores are like themed. So, for example, one might be like like leather goods, and one might be like fur goods, and one might be like activewear and stuff. Can anyone see us? No. Okay. So these ones are all clustered around that door. I think they're fighting something inside there, or like they're chasing a noise in there, and we can't see the ones over here anymore, so it's hard to tell whether they saw us before we got out of their sight. But let's just go in and close the door, so even if they do come around the corner looking for us, they won't be able to see where we went. And what's that? A gallon jug of cheap wine. Yeah, we don't want that. I mean, maybe we'll take it if it's, what's that? Marbles? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't have a slingshot. We're not going to be using a slingshot. That's not going to give us the stopping power, the like firepower we need to achieve anything useful. Detergent? Yeah, why not? If we kill a zombie, their clothing, and we loot a zombie's clothing, it's always filthy, which makes it really not great for us to wear. Okay. There's windows. Wait, hang on, this is just an office. Let's just not go in there for now. We'll come back to that at the end, because I'm worried that if we go next to that window, we'll be visible from all the way out here. And yeah, as soon as they spot us, they're just going to start chasing us, and they're going to break down that window and make noise and bring more zombies. And okay, speaking of noise, let's break down a door. This is probably not a great idea, to be honest, but we're going to do it anyway, because yeah, that made quite a lot of noise. Maybe not that much noise, sound 6. So yeah, hopefully there's other noises going on nearby. Okay, so this appears to be a shoe store. So hiking boots, block heels, sneakers. So we already have a pair of sneakers, which is not a bad set of things, but we would really like a set of hiking boots that fit us. Those have much more. They have much more warmth. I don't think anyone. Yeah, okay, so that's handy. There's nothing right within that thing. Yeah, so hiking boots. Moccasins. I don't know what the official pronunciation of those is, but they have 16 warmth, which is a bit better. Yeah. Okay. So I think if we're going to pick something that's a poor fit, I want it to be hiking boots, because they're good for heat, and they're not particularly encumbering. If we find a pair that doesn't fit us, then yeah, so let's have a look. So 12 encumbrance is not bad, but 30 warmth is great. Like, yeah, we absolutely want these. So I'm a little surprised that, so the crawling zombie can't see very far because of its low viewpoint, but I'm a little surprised that these haven't been able to see us yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, maybe they're just right on the edge of where they can see. So our sneakers, they only have 2 encumbrance but then 20 warmth. Okay, maybe we'll not change our shoes in the back of a shop that's surrounded by zombies. That might not be the best plan. So let's have a look. So it looks like this might be the like a. Yeah, so, oh, okay, I like this. This is a kind of 2 premises shop building. Is there stuff over here? Okay, so these ones are clustered around here. Whenever you see zombies clustered like that, it usually means they heard a sound or saw something that they chased to fight against. But yeah, let's have a look. What are these? Bandana? Let's take a bandana. I wear bandanas on my head, so I want to have one of those for roleplay reasons, even though it's not going to do a lot of good for us in general. We want a beret, do we? No, we don't want a beret. So, hang on a minute. So I think I forgot to do a thing. So when I was creating the character, there's one trait that I always take, which is called stylish, and it makes you happy for wearing fancy clothing. And I guess I forgot to do it that time, so that's not going to be a thing. Like this fancy hairpin, we could wear that. It's got cute flower textures. I approve. And yeah, it would wear that, and it would make us just a little bit happier to be wearing it. Yeah, okay, I'm annoyed at myself for forgetting that one, but I can't do anything about it now. We're going to take the hairpin anyway, because I think we can make lockpicks out of it. We're gonna take the scarf. In fact, we're just gonna wear the scarf, because yeah, there's no reason not to wear. There was that a cowboy hat or something? Cowboy hat, poor fit. Yeah, that's not gonna help us. Straw hat. Okay, so there's a shoe shop and a hat shop next to each other. Was it millinery is the name of it? That's a golf cap. Is it cash register? Maybe we should nick the cash register. Doesn't, like, it seems like the sort of thing that wouldn't be useful in a, okay, we can't, oh, that's annoying. I don't think we can, yeah, we can't store our stick in our bag, so we can't take the cash register. So the reason I wanted to cash register is you can disassemble it. Well, look, where's that? Disassembly takes half an hour and might yield all these things. And one of the things is a small lock and key, and that's something we can use to train our lock picking skill. And between that and making lockpicks out of hairpins and stuff, we could have opened those doors quietly instead of smashing them down. Because it doesn't always work out as well as it doesn't always work out that well when you smash down doors. So we are going to take all these coins out of the cash register though, because one of our upgrades needs coins. I made myself a little spreadsheet list on to keep track of all the stuff. So yeah, we're going to need more assorted currency thingamajigs. This is the one that unlocks missions, which is important because that's going to be the way we get warp shards, which are going to be very useful later on. So yeah, I think we've got all we can out of here. We'll take a quick look in this off. Uh-oh. Zombies. Okay, 24 tiles to the north. I've got safe mode on, so it doesn't look like that zombie saw us. So we'll just switch safe mode off and walk past that door and it won't be able to see us. I don't know why our stamina is low. I'm looking up here. Oh no, I know why. Because we didn't rest after we broke those doors down. Breaking doors takes stamina because it's quite there. So let's wait here until we catch our breath. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So if I go here, there is a zombie we can see. There's two zombies we can see, but I can't actually see the other one. One here. Oh, the other one's just far away. And if we go here, a messenger bag. We've got 5 of those up on the island, but more bags is always better. So let's just go with that. That crawling zombie is very slowly coming in our direction. I think it heard us smashing the doors down. Let's see, if we go like this. Okay, so there's nothing near enough to spot us down this alleyway. And if we if we keep going in this direction, the kind of corner of this building's gonna stop anyone from seeing us in this direction. So we can go here, and we can come up here, and can we go in here? No, we would need to have a crowbar or break that window to get in there, which maybe we'll do on the way back down, but let's see how. So since I last played, there's been a change, some sort of change in how the vision works across Z levels. So we're 2 levels up, and we can see down this, we can see that there's zombies here, and they will be able to see us if they're close enough. So I don't want to go too close to the front edge of this building because of that. So yeah, but I'm not too familiar with how that works, so I don't know like what's going to be there. So there's a lot of stuff on this roof that we could useful. I don't think we didn't bring any of our tools, so I don't think we're actually going to be able to do anything. But like these solar panels and like the water heater and the water purifier and all that, like it would be cool if we could use those things if we had the time and the tools to unscrew them from the roof and carry them with us. I don't think we could get them down the ladder though. I think you have to have your hands. I think you have. No, no, hang on. We're carrying a stick, and we carried, and we got down the ladder. So maybe that's not a thing. Let's just. So we. I don't think we faced any consequences for. Actually, I've got a better idea. Let's go this way. This is almost certainly not actually a better idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Is that sand? It's a sandbox. So one of the things we need is sand. We need that for when we build our like infinity source of stone. So maybe, yeah, maybe that's a. I don't think we can get there. I don't think we can safely get to that. Well, let's have a look. We'll go here. Climb down the downspout. It would, even if you climb down safely, you will fall at least one story. Let's not do that. What about if we do here? Okay, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't really help us. Okay, I thought there was like a balcony here that we could get on to go through the windows, so let's climb back up. Okay, right, so this zombie child has now spotted us. So it's going to go charging into this building and try and find us, and probably make a lot of noise and draw a bunch of other zombies. So let's not try and go any further into the city right now. We want to. We're going to break this window. We're going to pick up. I realised we needed glass shards, and we need 2 sheets, and we need. I don't know if we need a long string. But we definitely need at least a short string, and we can cut that up into a few short strings for some of our upgrades. So yeah, let's see. What do we want? Soap, in case we need to do some cotton balls would be useful. They work a bit like bandages, but they're terrible. But if we're only bleeding a tiny amount, then using cotton balls saves us having to use a proper bandage. Not that we have a proper bandage, but you know what I mean. We don't need any dentures. Yeah, fair play. Small tin can, like what tuna comes in. I don't know why that's in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what have we got here? Dehydrated fruit. Okay, we can eat that. We can eat that at the current temperatures. Yeast. Maybe we could bake our own bread. The COVID special. I don't think we actually will. We don't have the skills to do that anyway. A chef knife. Let's just take a bunch of these knives, because the small knives can be used for lockpicks, and the big knives can be used for like knife spears. I think we can attach it to a stick and yeah, a kettle. That'll be handy. If we don't find like an electronic food heating device of some kind, then we can start a fire and heat up our water in the kettle instead, which we're probably going to be useful. What's here? Can sealer instructions. Okay, so any book that's red like this, anything that's under the manuals category and is red, ironically, it being red the colour means it's not red as in we've read the book. So we're going to take anything that's red, and then once we've got a bit of shelter on our island, we can like skim the books and find out what's in it. And yeah, once we've skimmed the books and know what's in it, they change colour, and then that'll let us know what we need to pick up and what we don't need to pick up next time. We'll go over that when we get to it. What's this? Tobacco seeds? I don't think there's any reason why we would need that. Yeah, I don't think the zombies are smart enough to navigate through this. Oh, there's another knit scarf. I've already got one of those. Yeah, I don't think the zombies are smart enough to navigate up the stairs and into this flat. They'll kind of head to where they last saw us, but they'll just kind of smash through whatever's in their way. So they're probably downstairs smashing up whatever's down there. Blazer. You know what, let's wear that. Let's wear the blazer. Like 25 health on our 25 warmth on our torso and arms is helpful. And what's our mouth looking at? Our mouth is still cold, so let's wear another scarf. Yeah, this is going to be a kind of theme in this game. We're going to be doing this a lot. Is just like wearing anything we find. Yeah, yeah, gold hairpin. This would be really useful for if we had that stylish trait. So you'll see me picking stuff up that make no sense, like the necktie, just out of pure habit. Glasses. We need glasses for one of our upgrades. The scouting upgrade, I believe. We need like a pipe and some wires and some other stuff. That's actually the one we needed the short string for. We're going to take all these silver rings because we might need, I think we need silver for a future upgrade, and also Magiclysm has some sort of system for making enchanted rings, which I've never gotten far enough to actually use, but why not just collect them? They're small and easy. Sweet. Fit over sunglasses. We're going to wear the sunglasses. Okay, we can't wear them because I think we're wearing some safety glasses. Let's take off some safety glasses. But we're going to wear the fit over sunglasses because I don't know if you'd noticed, but we've got like snow glare because it's the middle of the day, and the sun's pretty bright and it's coming off, it's reflecting off the snow. That means we're going to really struggle it's going to hurt our perception, and it's going to, yeah, we're getting a debuff from being out in the bright day with snow on the ground. So the sunglasses should fix that. What else? A couple of belts. We'll just take those. I think we're wearing a tool belt. Copper lockets for the same reason as the silver rings. Cargo pants. Are we wearing? I think that's what we're wearing already. No, okay, that's what we're carrying, not what we're wearing. We're wearing like a set of cargos, or like they've got a different name. They're a variant, but we've got some stuff. Kippa, is that headwear in Judaism? What else? Bow tie. Fancy. That's another fancy thing. Silver watch. Let's wear the silver watch. Not. That'll mean that we know exactly what time it is at all times. You see over here, before we put the watch on, that would say something like around midnight or early morning or something like that. So now we can like, when we start the expedition timer, we can specifically check the time down to the second. And yeah, let's grab some reading glasses. So anything that's sunglasses like this, I think we can disassemble them for, oh well, apparently we can't, but yeah, some types of sunglasses you can disassemble them for tinted lenses, and then you can use those tinted lenses to build like makeshift welding goggles. So yeah, we'll take some of those. Knee pads, those would be useful for like armor purposes, but if we're in a position where we need to have armor, we're doing something wrong. So let's just pick those up and then do that. Let's see if we can get in the other side, because I'm pretty sure being this high up, the zombies won't climb those ladders or anything. So yeah, that's that same zombie child. It saw us and then it didn't see us, and then I guess it wandered around looking for us for a bit, but it didn't get very far. What do we need? Liquid bandage. Ooh, liquid bandage. Okay, so it's not very good, but I guess it could do the same thing as those cotton balls. Sure. We've got inventory space to spare, so let's grab another couple of sheets. I don't know if we need as many sheets as we're picking up, but yeah, electric toothbrushes. Can we disassemble that? No, we can't. It's just, yeah, cotton patch, long string, a stick. That's the curtain rail from the window that we just broke. Radio car box is, yeah, okay, it's just the box though. It's not got any radio cars in it or anything we could use for electronics. So let's take a quick look. Another pillow. Yeah, we need pillows. We need like one of our upgrades needs a couple of pillows and those sheets. Leg warmers. We want to wear the leg warmers. We want to wear the underwear bottom. We want to wear the sweatshirt. So let's just do that. Underwear bottom, leg warmers, and a sweatshirt. Okay, let's have a look. So yeah, our hands are cold, our head is cold, but we've kind of solved. Our feet are our feet could be a little bit cold. So I'm looking down here. This is like how far away from a comfortable temperature you are given your clothing insulation. So like, so yeah, we really need some gloves and a hat. It would be nice to get a better pair of shoes or socks, but otherwise we're doing pretty good. Our encumbrance is a bit, yeah, where we need to have a think about what we can do. That we want to find some really extra long white gloves, poor fit, 8 and 10 encumbrance. So we're gonna wear it anyway, but thermal electric socks. Okay, so yeah, we would need to put a battery in these for them to be very useful, but yeah, maybe, yeah, we're gonna wear all of this stuff. Pair of extra long white gloves, pair of light gloves, pair of thermal electric socks, and there was a cotton hat, I believe. A cotton hat, yeah, okay. So between those, we're doing better. Yeah, another hat or a better hat would be preferable. But we're not gonna like full on freeze to death. So another winemaking for beginners. No, not another one. We've only got one. I don't think we've duplicated any books yet. It's probably going to happen, but we haven't done it yet. Okay, let's raid the kitchen. Canned veggie, yeah. Okay, that's a 3 litre glass jar. Yeah, we're not going to be able to carry that unless we've got another. We've got a messenger bag. Let's wear that. Our torso encumbrance is going to be ridiculous at this point. Tomato sauce, yeah. It's interesting in this game a lot of the time. Yeah, we're not desperate enough to get to eat to eat dog food or cat food, but in this game, a lot of the time, because you can loot kind of prepared food and stuff, it's often not that useful to do like fancy cooking, but because all our stuff's going to be frozen, we're probably going to want to do that anyway. We might as well, because if we're heating up food anyway, we might as well actually cook it. Butcher knife, I think. No, okay. Vegetable cleaver. That's a good weapon. Let's wield that vegetable cleaver. This 17 cut. And 3 bashes essentially useless. The stick we've got is like 14 bash, but it's got +1 to melee, so it's like it's not necessarily that much worse. But the cleaver, we can put that in our backpack and carry stuff with our hands if we need to, whereas the stick we cannot. So cotton patch. I get a sponge in case we need to clean some stuff later on. What can we do with a dish towel? We can disassemble that for cotton sheets and cotton scraps, which we can use for tailoring stuff. So let's just grab. I don't know why they had 6 dish towels. That's a lot of dish towels. Why? Yeah. Okay. I guess if it's like in the cupboard under the sink, that's your supply, and not like out ready to use. Oh, a kilt. This is kind of frustrating because like you might have noticed, but I'm Scottish. And I live in a place where you see quite a lot of kilts, but you see quite a lot of kilts where I live because you also see a lot of tourists, and tourists love the whole kilt thing. But I know this is set in America, so if this was in Scotland and that was a proper kilt, it would have way more than 12 warmth. So a kilt is like wearing a full-on thick blanket wrapped 3 times around your waist. It's designed for Scottish winters, and 12 warmth is not realistic. But this is kind of frustrating because in America, someone who like has Scottish people in their ancestry and is like, yeah, I'm totally Scottish, would totally buy what is essentially a tartan skirt and think it's a kilt and wear that. Like kilts are more like I've worn a kilt once in my life and it was to go to the prom. They're wearing a kilt and the kind of other stuff that goes with it is a bit like wearing a tux. Yeah, so it's not like really casual wear, and they're super warm. So I was all excited, like, yeah, oh, a kilt, that'll solve all our warmth problems for our legs, but apparently not. Thanks for coming to my TED talk. Thermal electric suit, that might, so it's not too warm on its own, but it covers close. But if we can get a reliable source of recharged batteries, then this could really help us. White bikini top. We need a set of bikini bottoms or like a speedo or something for one of our upgrades. But yeah, Kefier is Kefier. Is that how you say that? Downfilled blanket. I want a downfilled blanket. I want a blanket of some kind. We're not going to take the kilt. That's just way too disappointing. We're not having it. Yeah. So yeah, let's just head out. I think we've got about as much as we can from these two flats above the shops. I think they're above shops. Oh, hello. That child zombie finally figured out where we were, but it's not going to be able to get up, so we'll just go up and over. And we should make good our escape like that. That was pretty successful. One of the main things we really needed was clothes that are warm enough to not freeze to death, and I think we've pretty much achieved that. In fact, we're too warm on our torso and our arms because we're wearing on our torso, like a raincoat and a blazer and a sweatshirt. But yeah, why not? Why not? So the question now is, okay, I've just answered that for myself. I was gonna say, like, do we want to go and try and loot this house? But then no, all these are just like, I guess there was like an animal in there or something, and they all went to fight it. So yeah, we're just gonna leave. Goodbye. Okay, and it's because we went up 2 stories, we can see the size of the city. That's a big city. Let's have a look. What is there anything interesting around? No, we already went to the clothing store. The small dump. Maybe I might have something there. A hardware store would be a really good place to go, but there's like a zombie horde right next to it. I think that icon is like, you've identified there's more than X number of zombies in that map tile. And yeah, we don't want to do that. Our encumbrance is sky high right now. We would not be able to fight them effectively, and every time we take a hit. So in the last episode, we fought a couple of fat zombies, right? And it probably seemed, if you're not familiar with the game, it probably seemed like those were really easy to fight, and it kind of might seem like I was talking up the whole, we're going to really struggle to fight things, we don't have any equipment, the zombies are going to be numerous and tough, and like, yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that. The zombies we fought there were basic zombies, like they were fat zombies, but rather than just plain zombies, but that just means they're a bit slower, and they take a few more hits, but between how slow they are and getting them stuck in a window, that made them a lot easier. Those were tactics that really helped things. If we'd been fighting them in the open and at the same time, we probably would have taken considerably more damage. And every time you take a little bit of damage, you get some pain. I think we've got like a small amount of pain, not enough to, yeah, pain, speed minus 1%. But the second you start getting like a little bit more than absolutely minimal pain, it'll start impacting your stats, it'll start impacting your speed, and you'll just slow down, be less accurate, be able to dodge less, things can go downhill very quickly. Like even just fighting those two together would have probably been enough to put us in quite a poor condition. Whereas we were able to split them off and fight them one by one in ideal conditions for us. The kind of like extra toughness, the 150% hit points that we gave them, is probably offset by the relatively high strength that our character has. But the number of them is going to be an issue. We didn't see that many zombies when we were there. I mean, we saw quite a few. There was like groups of 5 or 6 of them breaking into houses around us. But if we tried to go further into the city, we would have been absolutely swarmed by them. So what do we want from here? We've got plenty of space, so let's just... We can't carry that. We don't need the... Okay, let's take the toolbox. Okay, we can't carry that either. That's all. Never mind. Let's wield the... Where is it? Let's wield the toolbox, because I want to take that back, and we'll put the cleaver in our inventory. So the toolbox we can disassemble for a bunch of metal sheets, which are something we can use later on. And then we'll go in here, and I think we're going to call this. I think this is going to be the end of our expedition. We've still got like 80% of the time left, but we're nearly full up, and I feel like if we started trying to go over here, which would be, or maybe like, what's this, strip mall? Okay, I've changed my mind. We're going to the strip mall. But I think let's drop everything except for that vegetable cleaver, which is our weapon, and our liquid bandage, just in case we get case we get nicked just in case we get cut by something. And we're just going to dump everything else on the ground. In fact, we'll keep the cotton balls as well. Yeah, everything else gets dumped on the ground. Let's figure out our encumbrance though. This is 8 encumbrance for 10, 16 for 25. Okay, so we want to take off the empty messenger bag, and then we can put that back on if we need the capacity. And we want to drop probably the raincoat or the blazer. Probably the blazer. The blazer is a poor fit, so that's going to be doing that. So that takes us down to like 21 torso encumbrance, which is still not ideal, but it's better than it was. So yeah, that'll do. And we're back to our head being too cold. Or okay, no, we're not. Yeah, so this strip mall's in a really strange place. A really strange, like, I guess the parking lot is part of the strip mall map object. So it's like this can face onto the street and the rest doesn't need a street to face onto in the game's logic, but in reality it would. So yeah, that's going to be our next move. It's not going to be the end of the expedition, as I originally said. We're going to go and have a look at that strip mall, but that's going to be the next episode, because I'm trying to get better at knowing when to end an episode and not keep talking for way too long. So yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, I'm enjoying this series. I'm enjoying this mod. Props to the mod author. And yeah, that was the end of episode 2. See you in the next one. Have a good day. Cheers.